When she raise her hand, she point over here. No, she's the playing first and she's the point over here. Let's not get on stage, but Taiko. The bar's okay for the camera guys now? Yeah, and a mic and put it she's gonna give me a signal.
Hello? All right, everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to Japantown. We are the San Francisco Taiko Dojo under the direction of Grandmaster Seiji Tanaka, who many of you know is the man who brought the art of Taiko drumming here to America, right here in this very space, in the Peace Plaza in Japantown, over 50 years ago. All right? And so, as our members start to roll on, I would like to acknowledge that this past year, we have all definitely been affected in so many different ways. And here at Taiko Dojo, we lost two of our huge giants. Unfortunately, last year, Kumiko Tanaka-san, who is the wife of Sensei Tanaka, the mother of Ryuma Tanaka, passed away. And she was a long-time community artist as well, right here in the Kinokuniya Mall. And in addition to that, we lost Mr. Shogo Yamada, who is a long-time business owner of the Izumiya restaurant, but also one of our founding members here at San Francisco Taiko Dojo. And so with that being said, this performance, we dedicate to them, to their spirit, and to their energy. And so with that being said as well, it is our hope that at San Francisco Taiko Dojo, we can bring our energy, our power, and our spirit to both continually uplift and empower our communities, because we know we need it more now than ever. All right? Let's go. So we got 5 songs for you. We will start with Hachijo Daiko. Secondly, we're going to go into Many Sides, where you're going to get to meet our youth group, the Rising Stars, Shishimai for good luck, and then we're going to cap it off with Yodan and our signature piece, Tsunami. So everyone, I present to you San Francisco Taiko Dojo. Let's go! Hello. It's only been a year. Yeah. With our masks on, it's pretty tough. But everyone at SFGovTV Taiko Dojo, thank you all. It's going to take all of us to support our communities. So let's do our part. Thank you all.
You can just throw that back on the side. Thanks.
Yeah.
Which on the side? All right, you guys.
All it takes is a disaster to happen.
They should have switched this. The other side's a short pony.
You pull it back more.
No, that one probably. Oh, there it is, right there, right there. It's on the.
What?
Turn it up a little, so.
Wrong one. I hear you on that.
We're gonna do this after because it's gonna take we need a lot of people to do a photo op. You don't need it now? This is later. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hold on, just take it off. Just
Put it in the bag?
No, no, because they're gonna have people stand there. Oh, yeah. Lift it straight up. Clear. Take it off. Let's go.
I know.
Good height? Was it a little taller?
Yeah, that's fine. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to San Francisco, Japantown. There's only 3 Japantowns remaining in this country. San Francisco is the first and the oldest. I want to welcome you all to Japantown and the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month celebration. It was great performances. Grace?
Well, welcome to Japantown. I'm Grace Horikiri. Let's give another big round of applause to Ilyeon Kim Korean Dance Academy and to Grandmaster Seichi Tanaka and the San Francisco Taiko Dojo. I think it's been a year since both groups have performed in front of a public, so I think just to have seen you all out there and applauding and really getting into the group, you know, lifted their spirit and it lifted all of our spirits. You know, this celebration could not have happened without the support of our sponsors and community partners. At this time, I would like to acknowledge this year's presenting sponsors, Amazon, Kaiser Permanente, and U.S. Bank. Thank you for being here.
Throughout the program, we'll be making our acknowledgements. And now, we would like to bring to stage the person who has tirelessly been working on this celebration for the past 17 years. The APA Heritage Foundation President, Ms. Claudine Cheng. Claudine.
This morning, Supervisor Dean Preston told me that it will be a warm and sunny day in Japantown. I don't know what happened to it. And Sandy Mori told me that the sun will be out soon. So I think there is always hope. Thank you for being here. It was just 6 to 7 weeks ago when Grace Horikiri and I was having lunch across the street at Kipu's restaurant, and we were saying, wouldn't that be nice? We have a very small gathering this year to kick off APA Heritage Month, and we were all jazzed up by the idea, but you know that was only 6 to 7 weeks ago. And it's amazing that we are here today and with all of you joining in this community celebration. I think this is the first time that we have a cultural event at Peace Plaza for the community, right? Since for over a year. So thank you so much. This has really have been a great community collaboration every year with our celebration partners, our sponsors, our committees. There's so many volunteers that we need to give thanks to. But this event really would not have happened without our amazing dynamic trio, as I called it, starting with, we have our own amazing Grace Horikiri. And Richard Hashimoto, hey! And Al Perez, hey! Every day, every night they told me, don't worry, everything will be fine. So thank you so much. Every year, the month of May is very special for the AAPI community, and this year is no different. But this year feels differently. Because we are going into the month with very mixed emotions. On the one hand, I believe the AAPI community is very angry. We are very angry, we are very upset with the anti-Asian hate things that are going on. Every day, every other day, we read in the newspapers about attacks. Some have even lost their lives. We are very angry. And it was a wake-up call. We encourage each other that we need to speak up. We need our voice to be heard loud and clear. So I think we are doing that, and that's great. On the other hand, the consensus of the community is that we want this month to be very positive. This is one great opportunity we have in the year, although we should be doing it all throughout every day of the year. But APA Heritage Month gave us the opportunity to really come together, talk about our history, showcase our art and culture, and this year in particular, after the whole year of the pandemic of COVID-19 and the pandemic of hate, we really see this as an important time that we need to celebrate the resilience of our community through all the challenging times. That's why this year's theme is Celebrate Resilience, Uplift Voices. We really need to do that. And there's no better time to start doing it now. So throughout the month, we have a lot of programs. Thank you to our celebration partners, the Asian Art Museum, the San Francisco Public Library. Our chief librarian is here, Michael Lambert. Camp Fest, I believe Stephen Gong is here somewhere. They are offering a lot of programs throughout the month, as well as many organizations. Since many years ago, Camp Fest has been an anchor program during the month of May. And this year joining us is the API Cultural Center with the annual State of the Asian American Festival. We are just so excited to have all these programs, and please be sure to look it up on our website, apasf.org. I have to do an ad, right? So, we really see this month that we would like to for our diverse APA communities to come together. But at the same time, more importantly for this year, we are making a big effort to invite everyone in the communities of color, in the BIPOC communities, no matter your age, your size, your color, your whatnot, we want to bring all of us together because we are in this together. So it's so important. We live in a city that we are very lucky. Unlike many other cities in this country, we have city department and agencies that are so committed to diversity and equity. We have our San Francisco Human Rights Commission, our San Francisco Arts Commission, the San Francisco Film Commission, the Public Library, all the city agencies, and of course our elected official family and our appointed official family. Many of you are here today, and we are really thankful for the work that you do, and be clear that we will be on your case, and if you are not. It is great that, I think this is a good time for us to really take a pause and think where we are today and where we need to go forward from here on. So I understand that our mayor is down the street a few blocks and running a little late. So we are in Japantown, so I think it will be great to welcome us with Supervisor Dean Preston representing the Japantown area, and we have a number of other officials here today, and would they all like to come up and say your greetings, and that would be great. Supervisor Dean Preston.
Good afternoon, everyone, and yes, apologies for the weather, and I'm sorry, Claudine. We were literally texting and chatting about the beautiful sunny day, and I jinxed it. So apologies. I'm the supervisor for District 5, which includes this amazing neighborhood of Japantown, and it is an honor to be with you all today to celebrate the kickoff of APA Heritage Month. And I think back to a year ago when I had just come to office, and one of the last events before we sheltered in place was the APA Heritage Kickoff in City Hall. And at that time, we celebrated the Ruth Asawa stamp. And it is my hope that next year at this event, that we are celebrating the naming of the next block up after Ruth Asawa, something I'm working with Claudine and others on, including DPW. We'll get that done. This has been an incredibly challenging year, and we all stand together against the anti-Asian hate that we have seen in our communities, and we stand shoulder to shoulder in protecting the community and preserving the culture here in Japantown and of API culture across the city. We have struggled together in this last year, so many things that I don't have time to get into them all, but a few that I just want to note before I turn things over to my colleagues. First was our landmarking just up here on Sutter Street of the Issei Women's Building, unanimously adopted by the Board of Supervisors just in the recent weeks. We also stood together with advocates for small businesses. And I want to say that Chinatown and Japantown leaders came to City Hall and worked with us to ban evictions of small businesses, not just for Japantown and Chinatown, but for the entire city. And thank you to Dean Ito Taylor, to Diane Matsuda, and to Alan Lowe for their incredible advocacy in protecting small businesses across San Francisco, and especially in Chinatown and Japantown. We saw the vandalism of cherry blossom trees here in Japantown just months ago, and that was shocking and horrible. But as Paul Osaki of the Cultural and Community Center of Northern California has said so eloquently, the response to that, the overwhelming national and international fundraising effort that raised the funds, the resolution unanimous at the Board of Supervisors condemning the vandalism of those trees and pledging to replace them, the action from the mayor's administration to ensure that those trees would be replanted and an additional tree planted in honor of the hope that all of us came together to condemn a bad act, but as Claudine said, to look forward together in struggle and with hope together. And I think that's what this year is about. A difficult time behind us, but so much positive in front of us. And it is an honor to be with you all and to celebrate the kickoff. And finally, I have some awards. I will present them later, perhaps after, but do want to recognize our awardees, the National Japanese American Historical Society, the San Francisco Seoul Sister City Committee, and San Francisco Manila Sister City Committee, and looking forward to hearing more about those amazing organizations and thank them for their work. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Scott Wiener of the honor of representing our community in the California State Senate, and it's such a pleasure to be here today. And I want to thank Claudine and all the organizers for helping us come together physically to celebrate APA Heritage Month, and I look forward to next year when I hope we can be back in City Hall and do it the old school way, and I know that that will happen. This has been a really, really hard year. It's with this pandemic and watching people get sick and people dying and people losing their jobs and small businesses either struggling or even closing permanently. It's been hard. And then seeing the continuing reminders that structural racism is still here, whether it's in policing or in housing or healthcare, so much work to do. And now being reminded again that the hate against the AAPI community that has been in this country forever is also still with us and more visible than it has ever been before. But what makes me optimistic is that with all of these terrible things that have been happening, this community is so strong and resilient and just keeps coming together. This community came together to keep everyone healthy and safe and to protect our healthcare system and to support those in need. We came together around structural racism. And then we have most recently come together in unity to have the backs of our AAPI neighbors, because we're all going to rise or fall together, and what San Francisco is about rising together. I know we're going to continue to do that. So have a wonderful APA Heritage Month, and be safe, everyone. Thank you.
I'm little, so I have to bring this down. Hi, Japantown. It feels so good to be here with everyone. Japantown today is hopping, it's full of people, and it feels like we're coming out at the other end of this tunnel. My name is Mirna Melgar. I am the supervisor for District 7. I'm here to wish you a very happy APA Heritage Month. I'm so glad to be with you, to everyone in solidarity. Have a wonderful day, and let's celebrate each other and uphold each other this month. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Japantown.
Yeah.
Happy Asian American Heritage Month. I stand before you in solidarity as the president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, representing District 10. And I want everyone to know that not only my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors, but all communities across the city, all city leadership, we stand with our Asian brothers and sisters to say that we denounce all violence against any community. We just left a march earlier today in solidarity with labor that was standing up in solidarity to fight violence against the Asian community, and we continue to make sure that we do things to bring our communities together. Now more than ever is a time for us to say that we have to work across cultures, we have to work across communities, we have to work across this city, and quite frankly, across this nation, to let everyone know that we won't stand for anyone being attacked, for anyone to be traumatized. And the only way we solve that as a community, as a city, is to be in unison with one another. Thank you so much for this celebration. Looking forward to many more together. Have a wonderful Saturday and a wonderful weekend.
As you all remember, earlier I was talking about how blessed that we are in a city with all our elected official family that is really watching out for us, and we have a mayor who at the top who is setting the tone, walking the walk, talking the talk, making sure that we bring our diversity together, and making sure that there is no room for hate against anybody in this city. So welcome, Mayor London Breed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The city is coming alive again, Claudine, and I can't be more thrilled than to be here with you and so many of our city leadership to recognize and honor and launch APA Heritage Month in the city and county of San Francisco for the month of May. So before I sign this proclamation, I can't help but reminisce about my experiences growing up in this community right down the street and coming to Japantown and spending so much time here as a kid. We know the history of the communities that existed in the Western Addition, the Japanese and African American communities, where we lived together in harmony, where we lived together and supported and uplifted one another. In fact, I probably wasn't the best behaving teenager at times, but I was never told I had to leave this community. I was always disciplined, of course, but I was embraced. And that is what we have to do to build those bridges, to break down those barriers, to deal with what we know has been challenging, a challenging year for our Asian Pacific Islander community, a challenging year for our African American community, a challenging year as it relates to this pandemic. But you know what? The one thing that we all know, that we are an incredible city. We're a city of resilience. We're a city of inclusiveness. We're a city of diversity. We are a city that when faced against the wall, we have each other's back. We're going to do everything we can in San Francisco to continue to build those bridges. And as we begin to reopen, I want you all to just take a moment to realize what all of you have done. When we first closed San Francisco down, you all did your part. San Francisco is one of the densest cities in the country, and we have had not only one of the lowest death rates and one of the lowest infection rates, but we are seeing our numbers of people that are getting vaccinated at larger numbers than our state and the national level. You did that, San Francisco. So as we began to reopen, as we began to recover, as we began to finally see what one another looks like after a year of quarantine, let us just remember how challenging that year was. Let's remember that we all faced it together. And let's remember to be kind to one another, to support one another, to uplift one another, to share in on celebrations like the one that we are doing today. Claudine, I want to thank you for all of your work and your dedication in recognizing APA Heritage Month in San Francisco every single year, bringing together our Asian communities, but also continuing to build cross-cultural relationships embedded in this various performances, events, the films at CamFest, and all of the things that you're doing throughout the month of May. Yes, today had to be a little bit smaller of an event, but we are still mighty in force when we come together. Come together to celebrate APA Heritage Month in San Francisco. So before I recognize and honor those who are joining us here today, at this time, I'd like to sign the proclamation so that we can declare today APA Heritage Month in San Francisco. All right, here you go. It's official. Now, for those of you with those cameras where you can edit, you know, it's very windy up here today, so please try to edit the craziness of my hair in your photos. I would appreciate that very much. Now, at this time, we're here to recognize a number of incredible organizations. First, the National Japanese American Historical Society for their 40th anniversary. This organization has been protecting the history and the culture of the Japanese community, not just here in San Francisco, but on a national level. When you look at the work that has been done here, right here in Japantown, one of the first to preserve the history and culture of this community because of people like Richard Hashimoto and Sandy Mori and others who continue to work hard. I want to, at this time, welcome Director Roslyn Tani and ask her to come to the stage to accept this award. Roslyn?
Thank you. Hi, Roslyn Tonai, National Japanese American Historical Society. I want to thank Grace Horikiri, Richard Hashimoto for the nomination. They're an amazing duo that brings resiliency and life to Japantown. And of course, Sandy Mori, the brains behind the outfit. Thank you, Sandy. I wanted to tell you just simply that we're an organization about storytelling. We know the stories about struggle. We know the stories about perseverance. We know the stories about giving light and hope to people in the future. So thank you for this honor. And we continue to tell those stories. You continue to tell those stories so that your children, your grandchildren will know a better world. I want to acknowledge our wonderful staff that are working today. Melissa Ayumi Bailey, Nihei, and Max Nihei. They met at the Historical Society and were married this year, and that's one of the hopeful signs of today. Thank you.
Next up, for the past 45 years, San Francisco has had an amazing sister city relationship with the city of Seoul. And so our next honoree has been deepening the cultural and economic ties between our cities for the past 45 years. San Francisco prides itself on being an international city. And those relationships, in light of the challenges that we have faced over the past few years, have been instrumental. And at this time, I'd like to welcome Hagen Choi to accept the award for the 45-year celebration between the sister city relationship of Seoul and San Francisco.
Hello. On behalf of San Francisco Seoul Sister City Committee, I would like to extend my thanks to Mayor Britt and APA Heritage Celebration Committee for selecting us as one of the recipients of the Community Milestones Award in the year 2021. I'm also honored to celebrate the 45th anniversary of San Francisco and Seoul Sister City relationships. Despite of this hardship brought brought us by pandemic, I still look forward to re-energizing friendship and also continuing to develop prosperous future between our two cities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on the award for this incredible relationship. You know, San Francisco has a very thriving Filipino community. And for 60 years, San Francisco has celebrated a relationship, a sister city relationship with our city and Manila. And today we celebrate that relationship, and I want to ask Carmen Calat to come up and accept this award.
Good afternoon, Japantown, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carmen Colette, and I'm the chairperson of the San Francisco-Manila Sister City Committee. And on behalf of our committee, I accept the APA Award for 60 years of service. Yay! And our Consul General is right there. Consul General Ferrer, he's brand new. Welcome. And I would like to say that the connectivity between San Francisco and Manila is huge, and it's going on, and sorry, Mr. COVID, you are going away soon. Thank you so much, San Francisco. Thank you, Mayor Breed.
Thank you and welcome, Council General. I look forward to connecting with you fairly soon. Today, we honor one of our publications that is an important part of not just the Chinese press, but an important part of reporting the news and the stories of our communities throughout San Francisco. The World Journal is celebrating its 45th anniversary, and I'd like to ask David Yang to accept the award, the publisher of the World Journal. David?
Hello to everyone here. It is my honor to be here and share our excitement and happiness to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Mayor Britt and Claudine and the APA Heritage Month for this special recognition, which is really meaningful to us. As Mayor mentioned, this year is our 45th anniversary. Over the past 45 years, as the largest Chinese language newspapers in the U.S., the World Journal has been a platform to help Chinese immigrants community to connecting with the broad mainstream society. And we think on the future, we will try to do our best to build a more diverse and inclusive and comprehensive platform, and let us to tell more stories and to strengthen our counter-community engagement. And last, I would like to thank all of you here and wish you all of you best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and congratulations again to World Journal. Our final final award goes to the Japanese Chamber of Commerce of Northern California for their 70th anniversary, 70 years of helping to support our businesses, many of our businesses here in Japantown. Now, we know Rich Hashimoto is the president of the Merchants Association here in J-Town, but we also have a Chamber of Commerce that works with all of our Japanese businesses throughout Northern California. And can you believe they have been doing this for 70 years? That is an incredible milestone. And I want to ask Tasha Yorozu to come up and accept this award.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of the Japanese Chamber of Commerce of Northern California, I'd like to thank everyone for this award. My name is Tasha Yorozu, and I am the board chair of the Japanese Chamber of Commerce of Northern California. It was 70 years ago that we were established, but in reality, we were established 71 years ago by the help of local Japanese Americans, even before the US-Japan Peace Treaty was signed. And it was not the best of times to be doing business in the United States as a Japanese corporation. So the local Japanese Americans got together to support the corporations that had just come from Japan to assimilate and do business and thrive with the community. So the next year, when the Japanese Chamber of Commerce was incorporated, it was as a result of the effort, the tireless effort that the local Japanese American community contributed and gave to the Chamber of Commerce. Over the years, the Japanese Chamber of Commerce has thrived in the community, but it would not have been able to do that without the community. So we stand tall and strong and continue to grow and thrive thanks to the Japanese American community and the community in Northern California. Thank you so much, Madam Mayor. And I see our Consul General is here, Consul General Maeda, and Rich, and Claudine. Thank you so much for this award.
With that, I want to thank everyone for being here today. So many of our elected leaders who may not represent this district but decided to join us anyway. Thank you guys for leaving your homes and coming to enjoy today's celebration in Japantown. Thank you to the officers from Northern Station and some of our firefighters from Station 5 and our paramedics, those who are keeping folks in this community safe. And thank you to all of the folks who will be performing here and performing in different places. Make sure you tune in virtually to witness some of those incredible performances. CamFest will also be available and a number of other activities. Go online to look for great ways to celebrate APA Heritage Month. But don't leave Japantown without going into one of the restaurants or the stores and supporting the businesses that have been closed all year round. They need you. San Francisco is alive again, and it's time to come out of our shell. But let's also remember we're in a pandemic. Get your vaccine, wear your mask, do everything you can to continue to follow the health orders so that we don't go backwards. We're not going backwards. We're moving forward, and San Francisco will come alive again thanks to each one of you. Thank you all so much. Enjoy APA Heritage Month.
Are you guys going to announce me or should I just play? Oh, okay.
Thank you so much, Mayor Breed. I love your outfit, the red and white. You knew you were coming. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, no problem.
No. Mayor Breed for being here with us today. Not too sure, but Mayor Breed, if you remember when you're going to Japantown Bowl, you would cut through Japantown Garage as a shortcut, and I was a cashier there. But every time you and your girlfriends came through, you always said hi, and I always will remember that. Now we're welcoming our very own talented musician. He championed the Asian American Jazz Festival here in Japantown as a renowned jazz musician. Let's welcome Francis Wong.
Thanks, Rich. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So I'm going to play a little bit, and then at a certain point in the song, I'm going to ask you guys to help me out, okay? Keep going.
getting through these moments of darkness, bringing the light back to our neighborhoods, bringing the hope back to our city, and seeing us, like the phoenix, rise again. I'm looking forward to seeing more of you with our masks off once we're ready, up and down Peace Plaza, throughout Japantown, throughout this district, throughout this city. We are so, so grateful for all the hard work you've done. Thank you for warming the dining rooms of our neighborhoods and our communities. And now, as the mayor had mentioned, it's time to warm the dining rooms of our communities, not just our living rooms, by visiting our restaurants in every single district that we can. Our small businesses need you. We need you. Thank you all for spreading the word, and happy Asian Pacific American Heritage.
Hello everybody, I'm Alan Wong, I'm a member of the City College Board in San Francisco. I'm very happy here today to celebrate APA Heritage Month. I used to actually work at Japantown, so it's always an honor to be here. It's a place that I remember working at while I was going for school. This year has been a challenging year for the API community. For me, it's been a year of challenges and struggles, and seeing the violence that's impacted the API community has really awakened a new generation of young APIs to step up, similar to what happened a generation ago with Winston Chin. And so I see this as an opportunity to educate the broader community about our API community, to make sure that people know that we're not a monolith. We have API community members that are going through poverty. We have API community members that have been impacted by public health concerns. And so we want to educate people that we're not just a model minority, but a bigger community that is very diverse. My parents, growing up, they always told me to keep your head low and just work hard, and you'll be able to succeed. But with what's happened with the API community now, we need to go bigger than that. We need to be able to make sure that we are advancing civil rights and justice and safety for our communities. And so this is an opportunity and a month that we can do that and encourage other communities to work with us and achieve interracial solidarity to support all people of color in our great city. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Noilani Eshima, and I'm honored to be the 2021 Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Queen. I would like to take a moment to thank my sponsor, the Japanese Chamber of Commerce of Northern California, for supporting me in this program and for being so supportive of the festival overall. Although our Cherry Blossom Festival this year was virtual, I'm still glad that we were able to come together and celebrate our Japanese culture, even through a virtual setting. I'd like to thank Grace and all of the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month coordinators for this event, and I'm so happy to see so many people here on our Japantown Plaza. Once again, I'd like to thank the coordinators of this event for having us, and thank all of you for joining us today. I hope to see you soon in person without masks. Thank you.
I'm glad that we brought our tripod, not that dinky plastic one. This wind would have
I want to thank everyone for being here.
And the amazing part is that this is just the beginning. Next Saturday will be that's May 8th in Chinatown, and there's so many others. So what I would suggest for you is make sure you visit our website, apasf.org, and then you'll see a full calendar of events that we have online. So hopefully we'll see you in person, we'll see you in the virtual world, but in any case, we are very proud to be here today and to share this day with you. and share the many events that will unfold during this month. So, stay engaged and just enjoy the celebrations. Thank you so much.
Well, everyone, this afternoon began with our celebration with the thundering sounds of the Taiko drums and the spirited drumming that is part of the Korean culture. As Claudine Chang mentioned earlier, there are many other APA Heritage Month events throughout the city. Please do visit apasf.org to full listing of events. Tonight, for the kickoff of APA Heritage Month, Campfest will be presenting a PBS documentary on EV10. Please tune in to Campfest website and enjoy. Tomorrow, our brothers in the Soma are continuing their kickoff celebration with the Filipino American Center located in the South Market. Please come out to support. Again, all this information is located on our website at apasf.org. We hope that next year at this time we'll be back at the Hearst Theater and at City Hall. Thank you, everyone. Continue to stay safe. Get vaccinated. Let's do our part to support San Francisco small businesses. Shop local, eat local, support local. And happy API Heritage Month. Thank you so much.
And Senator Scott Wiener has a very special presentation to make now. This presentation is from State Senator Scott Wiener to Green Chang of Kickoff Restaurant across the street, celebrating their 10th anniversary. Would the members of the committee come up? We can take a group picture. L4S. Rich. Now in your crew, Rich. Grace. George. George. We have two Georges. Yeah. Committee members. Steve. Irene. Mary, nicely. Mary. Chief, can you please come up?
How do I turn it up?
Stop recording or?